Good evening. It's Christmas Eve. I was hoping to join you sooner today until there was a small revelation. I didn't get paid yesterday as per the plan, so I had to do a lot of chasing today to work out why I hadn't been paid, because, well, as you can imagine, not being paid around Christmas time is kind of not a good plan. So, as a result, I have got it sorted. I have now been paid. Not quite sure how it got wrong, but it got wrong. I am with a new employer this month, so it is not a tried and trusted process. It's not like, they freakishly woke up one month and decided not to pay me. But at the same time, yeah. Still, either way, there was no money in my bank account, as there should be. So, obviously, that was quite a priority. So, here we are. Now, in the evening, having sorted all of that out, and after stream, I shall probably watch Hans Gruber fall off the Nakatomi building, because, that's a good thing to do over Christmas. I know it's a huge debate as to whether or not it's a Christmas film. The answer is, does it matter? It's a tradition to watch at Christmas, so it doesn't matter whether it's a Christmas film or not. It's a tradition. So, personally, it is kind of a Christmas film because it's set at Christmas. Just because it's not about Santa Claus or, the birth of Jesus does not mean it's not necessarily a Christmas film. So, I'm happy to consider it a Christmas film. So, put you over there. So yes, my microphone just made a sudden leap of weirdness. I'm not quite sure what it was doing, but it just sort of went ding at me. But there we go. So yes, it's been and because I hadn't been paid, I was a little bit worried, so I didn't sleep too well last night. Actually, I didn't sleep at all. Who am I kidding? Hence, I'm a little bit weird today, so I apologise for that too. So it probably won't be a hugely long stream today, but nevertheless, here I am. fall off then. Be like that. I remember I bought a load of videos on lace making, and very recently I managed to get one of the few that I had not managed to find previously. I was watching that. Oh my flipping aunt. So as you know, large quantities of bobbins do tend to make me feel a little anxious, which is after all why we're doing these square by square. Now, I don't think it's unreasonable to feel slightly anxious. I mean, as you know, I've managed to drop it on the floor a couple of times. The more bobbins there are, the more problems there are. In this how to do, I'm going to call it binch. I think it might be banch. It could, well, it's B-I-N-C-H-A, so binch it is, right? The woman who's leading the training video, I swear on my life, pulls up the first pattern, which in general lace terms does not look ridiculously complicated. I mean, it's in the shape of a shield-ish, so it's kind of got a straight top and a straight top and a kind of rounded to a point bottom. But that's nothing too particularly drastic. And I swear she says it takes 380 bobbins. Well, so I watched it thinking maybe that was, something else she was referring to, and I'd, not entirely listened correctly, as you do. So she pulls out some bobbins and starts placing them in to make the straight line across the top. Now, we know from the Bucks point scenario that, and well, from most lacing point of view, that every pinhole is where two pairs of bobbins meet. So if you're making it straight across the top, realistically, every pinhole, for goodness sake, how can I be yawning again already? I haven't yawned. I've sneezed today, but I hadn't yawned once. So every pinhole across the top is two pairs of bobbins. Okay. She's got more bobbins than I have here to make this quite a small shield. And she's got sticks. She calls them sticks as well. But she's got 20 bobbins to a stick. Her sticks are quite epic. And I mean, it might not be 20, I didn't actually count them, but it's certainly more than mine, alright? A lot more than mine. And she's got these piles of bobbins and sticks. And I'm kind of looking at it going, is it worth it? I mean, given, why do you need to have, 20,000 bobbins to do such a small piece? Now, initially when I was watching it, I did mistake one video for another and ended up watching something else, and that video wasn't a lot better either, and it's kind of like, I'm sorry, I thought you were teaching beginners here. This is how to, for the uninitiated, not, a reminder for those who are past masters and have practiced this art. How can, how is you know, this many bobbins a thing? Now, like all lace things, it boils down to a couple of moves, and why is this so annoying? You know, boils down to left over right or right over left in new and creative ways. Now, they do the Bucks Point Pico things that we all know that I absolutely loathe, hate and detest. Oh, for goodness sake, Rory. Come on. Come on, little man. Don't just look at me. You're capable of getting up by yourself. There you go. But was there really nothing you could do that was pretty but helpful but not 50,000 bobbins as the very first piece? Really? Could you not find something a little less? Oh, get off me, dog. I love you dearly, but I don't need to be mauled 24/7. So yeah, I was taken back. I mean, it looks no harder. I mean, to be honest, I didn't find Bucks Point harder. I just found it different. And the answer is, for 99% of lace making things, because they all involved cross and twist, it's not harder, because you either cross or you twist. The question is how many, when and where, you know, how many bobbins do you have? Do they do fancy weird things? So obviously, as we have established, I suck at picos, but I also hate them, so I'm not really too disappointed with that. You know, that's like sucking at eating sprouts. You know, I don't like sprouts, therefore I don't care if I don't like sprouts, because, well, if I suck at cooking them or eating them, because, well, I won't be trying, so it's not a problem. And picos kind of fall into that for me, in that I have no intention of practicing to get better at them. Then there are tallies, which we also proved that I suck at pretty much. But you know, I can see a purpose in a tally. So once I'm going to practice, but I can see a point to, you know, that I might find a pattern I really want to make, and it involves tallies, therefore I will then practice before starting it. But until then, it's not a problem. I have not done, as yet, adding beads or sequins, although I am rather tempted. I don't know why, I just kind of am rather tempted. So, you know, I get me some sequins and you know, have some in some bookmarks sort of thing. Sequins would be better for bookmarks than beads because they're lumpy. But so from a lot of perspectives, the things that I'm not particularly good at are not overly concerning. The only other one is, well, the finishing. As we know, it is not my forte. I am not particularly... I'm not bad at it. I am just really inefficient at it. I think that's possibly the kindest thing to say about it, is that I'm grossly inefficient. Because it's one of those things, is there's a bit of you going, this isn't that hard. This isn't that difficult. So why is it then that I suck and that it takes me so frigging long? And I get really stressy about it. Because, of course, it is the time where my threads seem to break. In doing the knots, you go to do the knot and it goes ting! Yeah. So, bear in mind, of course, at the end of this triangle, I've got to join it to the previous, which is the bit we're discussing. And as I say, it's technically not that hard. poke a stick through a hole, or find the hole you want, poke a stick through it, pull back the loop of the bobbin of the incoming thread, stick the other bobbin through it, tie it in a bit of a knot. You really would think it would go that quick, wouldn't you? And as we know, when I tried doing the experimental square and sewing them in such a way that there were going to be no knots, this resulted in my, well, frankly, avoiding going to the funny farm. So, with all that in mind, you know, I have areas I know I'm crap at and that I need to work harder on, and the finishing is definitely one of those. Although, you know, my Bucks Point bookmark, I was quite pleased with how well I'd managed to taper it to a point and not have a tassel. Was there room for improvement? Oh god, yes. But it was fairly acceptable. You know, it could have been a lot worse. It's probably another reason I didn't want to give it away. But it just seems that if you open up a beginner tutorial thing, oh, I'll put it away. Of course, I'll put it away. I was going to show you the pattern she was working on, but if you need that many bobbins to do the beginner thing, it's not a beginner thing. It really isn't. Bit long even by my standards. It's funny sometimes how much you can twist to wind a bobbin and nothing really happens, and other times you do a couple of twists and it's kind of disappeared. Never mind. It's been a trying day, that's for sure. Because I noticed just after I got off stream that I hadn't been paid, and sent a message to the HR woman. I tried to ring her and her phone was switched off, so I sent her an email. Realising that she's probably actually on holiday, I sent an email to my boss, who never responded, and he was working today. And obviously haven't been up all night kind of fretting, because obviously got bills to pay and no money to pay them with. I phoned the only other person that I have a phone number for this morning. And so she has kindly sorted that, and she is, you know, my personal Lord and Saviour right now, because obviously I've got money, whereas I didn't. And she explained to me, you know, what was wrong, why it didn't work, why I didn't get paid. And I was incredibly grateful. She had a great sense of humour. You know, I haven't really spoken to her before because, of course, again, new employer. So, you know, we had a bit of a chat while she was poking around. So, yes, I am very grateful to her. I hope that she has the most fantastic Christmas ever. And to the person who fat fingered it, I hope you don't. Is the short answer. You aged me, dude. There's also a car for sale around here. Now, I don't use my car much, but my car is currently broken. Now, it could just be that the battery is loose. On the nicest, bestest sense of the scale, it could just be that the battery connector is loose. Hence, nothing happens. It could be the battery, but the battery is less than a year old. I really would like to think that it's not. It could be something way terminal. Plus, of course, it also needs a new clutch. It's diesel. This means it also needs a flywheel. That's £2.5 grand worth of clutch, that is. Possibly and some more. So with all that in mind, the cost of repairing my car is more expensive than buying the replacement. And the replacement is not a diesel, it's petrol. Don't really care either way, although the UK have just announced that they're planning on phasing out petrol, which will be irritating if I then went and bought a petrol car. But then, of course, I fell for this last time. Years ago. Oh, diesel's so much cleaner. Oh, diesel's so much cheaper. Oh, diesel. Everyone should be going diesel. So I bought a diesel. So the first thing they did, pretty much the week I bought it, was slap 30p a litre on the fuel price. So now it was more expensive than petrol. And it was kind of like, hang on, you told me that this was cleaner and therefore cheaper and because it would be taxed less and all this kind of crap. And nope. And so I have fallen for this crap before. Because very recently it's like, oh no, diesel's far worse. Then you shouldn't have spent years trying to tell us that it was better. I mean, back in the days of the early diesel, as a petrol car driver, you drove along, and if you ever saw a car spewing out loads of black crap every time it accelerated, for the most part, it was diesel. And all this I'm cleaner crap just made you laugh. Because, well, you'd think of the car you saw on the journey home kind of blotting out half the landscape behind it and go, really now? Really? That's cleaner, is it? Really? Now, obviously, it can be cleaner in the sense of less harmful gases, but when, as a human, you could walk past a petrol car without coughing and dying, but you couldn't have walked past, say, that diesel car without coughing and dying. Stop licking. Come on. Yes, Mr. Paws. I know. Come on. Oh, why is it you always leap at me just at the wrong time? Hello. Yes, I am aware of your presence. I suggest it. Hello, Amy. Yes, you're not helping. No, neither of you. You're not really. No. Oh, Rory. I know it's Christmas Eve. I do. And you've had things already. You had treats. And you've had huggies. And you've watched things. And we looked out the window. And we had a woof out the window. And you've chased things in the garden. Yes, you did. I heard you. Don't look at... Amy, can you not stand on everything, including my boobs? Can you not? Please. No, that doesn't mean stand on my neck either. How do you do that? I swear she's part rock climber. Can you She gets like half a nail in something like your collarbone and she's hanging onto it. You're a pain in the arse, my woman. You are. Look at your eye. There you go. Got gunky eye. Now, my dear furry friends, I do love you incredibly. I do. No, there are not things to eat. You ate them. You did. Oh, that's right, you jogged me. Now, Rory, you sit there. You sit there and be good boy. You sit there. Let me see if I can do some more before we all... No, Rory. You've had a hug. Not that you haven't had 20,000 already today. But it's not that I don't love you. I just need to not be loving you visibly right now. Just feel the feels, my man. Animals. You must think I'm... It probably doesn't help that you can't see me physically for that, because obviously you can't see that I am being somewhat trampled by the fur bags. You just have to listen to me being trampled by fur bags and take my word for it. I'm afraid. Ads in a minute. In case you ever wondered why I put my fingers on the thread, it's because the half hitch should kind of hold when pulled like that, but should more freely move when held at 90 degrees. So I put my hand down so that the thread's more at 90 degrees, so the bobbin will unwind without a fight. Right. Okay, so let's put you over there and you over there for now. Go through these. Here comes Rory. You can come up. I don't mind you being on the couch. I just mind you being in my face. There's a difference. There is. There is. As I said, it's not that I hate you. No. Really isn't. Because I don't. Although I do get cross with you because you can be really annoying. You can. Don't act like you've never seen me do this before. Can we not pretend like we've never seen this? Because you do know what I'm doing. Well, You know that I don't want to be annoyed by you when I'm doing this, because normally you go to sleep. Yes, no, little man, you can't see, but his head has just pinned my arm. Oh, I don't suppose I can show you this. Look, there's a little nose just there. Hmm? Come on, off you go. Come on, lie down. Lie down, please. Just lie down there. There, that's a good boy. Frustrations. Here you go. Sit there. Foam ping was. So, I think it's time to change direction. hopefully everyone's kind of getting in the Christmas spirit about now. One of my little icon things has gone green. Why it's green. Have a quick look, see why it's green. Usually means it's got something to tell me. So, see what it says. Whatevs. That was not the most essential thing to know in the world. It's like going, did you know it's Christmas Eve? Well, yes, I did. It's funny, despite all the posts that I've done, and all the videos, you know, that like this stream, you know, making a torchon bobbin lace neck curtain. Guy turns round. What you making? Well, I'm sorry. So yeah, I got asked today what it is that what this will be, and it's like, it'll be a square. It'll be a square amongst many other squares. Oh, I did update my thing. Look, see? Nearly a sixth of the way through. Dropped it. I'm so good at picking things up and dropping them. Ow! Found a sharp end. You may recall I was looking to buy a lace maker's pin pot, which was a little wooden pot that you pin onto your pillow. Somehow I missed it in the excitement of the day, so didn't win that. But never mind. Got to deal with a spamming idiot. Let's have a look. We need to report said idiot for spam bot. I need to type. It's an at. It's an ot. There we go. There we go. That wasn't a Russian one this time. Well, makes change. That's right, that just didn't look right momentarily, because, well, it just didn't. Never mind. You look like enough for a stick. 2, 3, 4, 5, you are. We can stick you out the way. Reminds me, I must look up when Doctor Who's on tomorrow. Alexa, when is Doctor Who on tomorrow?
The new episode Doctor Who is on BBC One tomorrow at 5:10 p.m. Doctor Who is available to stream on Amazon Prime Video and BBC.
Sweet. It's funny how nearer the bottom this feels today. getting my usual strange ache in my back, but I'm also getting one on the same side at my front. Yeah, I've been sitting in the chair all day, and it's been fine. I try and push through it, but sometimes it's really hard. Don't need you for a minute. You're a bit short, but that's... You I will need fairly soon, along with some of you. You two, and you two. I will lengthen all of you because, well, actually it's just the done thing, isn't it? Twitch in my eye now. Making it very difficult to see. Start with you. I saw a thing on Facebook, and it was for a free bookmark pattern in the style of Bucks Point, which we like. And in essence, it had kind of flowers up the side and nothing in the middle, which I kind of liked, with kind of leaf-shaped bits. And I kind of guess I know how they do it, or a way of how they could do it. But I am quite curious, and as it was free, I have said, yes, please, I would be interested. They're currently on holiday, but that's fine. However, it does mean that we should have more input, shall we call it, into how to do patterns, because we will have yet another pattern to look at. I know why this is feeling wonky. It's because these aren't held down very much here. So every time I go to scrape some, it's moving. There we go. Let's try that. That's a bit better. That's a bit more stable. There we go. missing one. It'll have to be a short stream at this rate. Maybe it's the sneezing that makes my muscles hurt, and that just sitting doing this tells my rest of my body that they hurt because they were keeping quiet. What's wrong with my body today? Went to scratch something and I got shooting pain up my arm. For goodness sake. If life ain't complicated enough. even. You're shorter than everybody else, so you can come down a bit. There you go. So, I am going to apologise profusely on the grounds that I've done crap all of nothing, really. Let's poke this down a little bit. So poke it down like this. There we go. And a bit of poking here. And here. And some pulling of threads. There we go. So I apologise, but I am yawning. I've got backache. It feels like I've got a pulled muscle in the front of my body from sneezing or something as well, which hurts just as much as the one on my back. I didn't sleep last night, and I think the stress is catching up with me. So, much as it pains me to do so, I am going to wrap these around the other side, actually. Just because, A, they're all for the other side, but B, because it means that all of the ones that have been flipped are on one side, and all the ones that haven't are on the other. And I will take a photo, not that it's exactly photo worthy, but for once I look at the picture and I don't see anything leaping out at me. So yes, I do apologise for not doing longer, but it's Christmas. I have had a bad day. I mean, don't get me wrong, the lovely girl fixed it, and I'm really grateful to her. But I'm tired. I want to get it all. I want to sit down and chill for a bit. I think gonna do a bit of cross stitch, maybe a bit of my game, because Nice Man has made something that helps with that, and so I won't say pumped, because that's not really quite the right word. I'm not back there yet, but I am feeling an urge to see if I can progress it a little, do a bit of work on it, tweak it a bit. And it'll all be stuff that no one can see from the front end, because that's how I work. I spend hours tweaking things to be better, and, well, you can't tell, so. But, I do apologise. I shall return, hopefully tomorrow. I have every intention of being here tomorrow. But failing that, should I not see you, I wish you a happy Christmas. I hope that you have the presents you wish for, the time that you'd enjoy, and not too much grief from anyone who kind of tries to get in the way of that. So I wish you every good luck, and I shall see you soon. Take care. Goodbye.